count them, four major bombshells in the Gabby Petito case today. Where is Brian Laundrie? Well, there's a lot of speculation, and I'm going to fill you in. The first bombshell is this new 911 call that shows an eyewitness telling the police that it was actually Brian Laundrie who was the aggressor against his fiancee, Gabby Petito. Wait till you hear the 911 call. Two, we're going to read the search warrant and the new information it has into why the FBI decided to descend on the Laundrie household today, and there's some big information in there. Three, what was the note on Brian Laundrie's vehicle? We know a little bit more about what was in that note. And four, potential sightings of Brian Laundrie. Big news today. Let's start with this 911 call. Here it is. This is after outside this co-op that they went to, sort of a coffee shop in Moab, Utah. When they got into a fight, somebody dialed 911. Now, when we saw the body cam footage, it was very clear there, and even according to Gabby herself, that she was the aggressor and that he didn't hit her. The 911 call says the opposite.
Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with the white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they
Community
doing?
Cooperative, but what'd you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
That's what we have. That is the new 911 call. You heard him saying right there that Gabby Petito was slapped. Gabby Petito was slapped by Brian Laundrie. That's what the 911 caller says. That's very different to what was said in the body cam footage. Then we learned the FBI Tampa had tweeted this out. Update, the FBI is executing a court-authorized search warrant today at the Laundrie residence in Northport, Florida, relevant to Gabby Petito's investigation. No further details can be provided. This is an active and ongoing investigation. Here is the search warrant right here. We're going to take a look at this together. Let's go full screen on this. And it starts off as all other search warrants do in the name of the state of Florida, yada, yada, yada. Then you have the description and location of the computers to be searched. They're saying that there's a Western Digital external hard drive with a particular serial number that they believe may belong to Gabby. And then they say all sorts of storage devices, computer disks, any digital documents of all sorts of file types are going to be taken. Files that show emails, text messages, and all internet browsing history. Computer files showing ownership, possession, or control of computers and electronic storage devices, yada, yada, yada. So they want a lot of digital information from this house. Now, what are they using as a basis to get this warrant? That's the grounds for issuance, and that's what we're going to look at right here. So your affiant right here is a detective with the Northport Police Department. That's what it says. That's been around for 10 years and has been assigned to the Criminal Investigative Division for 9 months. Here's the details they used to get the warrant. The subject, Gabrielle Petito, and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, left from New York State somewhere in mid-June 2021 for a vacation to Utah, traveling a variety of national parks on the way. While they were on their trip, they documented some of the events in a YouTube video, Van Life, beginning our van life journey. During the trip, the subject sent multiple text messages and had many talks with her mother via cell phone. During these conversations, there appeared to be more and more tension between her and Laundrie. Mom is saying in these text messages, this seemed like a fight between her and her fiance was growing and growing and growing. On 8/12/21, a report was generated by the Moab City Police Department in reference to a domestic disturbance between the subject and Laundrie. The report stated, after evaluating the totality of the circumstances, I do not believe the situation escalated to the level of a domestic assault as much of that of a mental health crisis. They said he told responding officers he was concerned about the subject because their anxiety had worsened during their extended trip. We continue. Point number 5. The subject's mother, Nicole Schmidt, received an odd text from Gabby. The odd text read, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The reference to Stan was regarding her grandfather, but per Gabby's mother, she never calls her grandfather Stan. Her mother was concerned that something was wrong with her daughter. This was the last communication anybody had with the subject. Her cell phone was no longer operational. She stopped posting anything on social media about the trip. Per her family, this is not normal behavior for her. On September 11th, she was entered as a missing person. On September 11th, the white van, the white Ford Transit, was located at her address. They say in Northport, Florida. And they said Brian Laundrie's family stated the subject was not at the residence. This is Gabby, is not at the residence. They did not know her whereabouts. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement and directed officers on the scene to speak with their attorney. Based on the totality of circumstances related to the subject's mental health, I believe there is probable cause to believe that Gabby is unable to care for herself due to increased anxiety. Her cell phone's been off for 15 days. There's been no sighting since August 27th. Then they got the search warrant executed for the vehicle. That's the transit van. And they said this computer's external storage devices is potentially the subject's property. And due to that, it may contain viable digital forensic data that could assist in the location of said missing endangered subject. Now, unfortunately, we know that is not going to happen any longer because they believe they found Gabby Petito's body yesterday. You heard the FBI say that in my video on Facebook.com/TheNewsJunkie and YouTube.com/TheNewsJunkie. Here's the story. FBI agents searched Brian Laundrie's Florida home and they seized the Mustang that was in the driveway. His parents were brought out for a time. You can see right here as they brought them out of the house and they put them into a van. This led to some erroneous reports that suggested the parents had been arrested. They had not been arrested. They were brought out of this FBI vehicle and brought back into their home afterwards. Where is Brian Laundrie? That's the big screaming question. Police say they have exhausted all avenues searching the Carlton Reserve for Brian Laundrie. What this means, put short, is that the cops don't think that he's in Carlton Reserve. If he isn't, where is he? Well, we do know that there was a note found on Brian Laundrie's Mustang, which was in this parking lot at this nature preserve. The note, we're getting our first details on this. The note had asked for the car to be removed, but the family left the vehicle there until Thursday, hoping he'd return to it. Laundrie, 23, took off on a supposed hike of the 25,000 acre nature preserve on Tuesday. Hadn't been heard from again. Here's the timeline. At some point on Tuesday, Brian Laundrie took the Mustang and went to this preserve, or at least that's what the family is saying. Some point on Wednesday, the family found the Mustang at this preserve, but left it there, despite the fact that there was a note on it saying, please take this car out of here. Then on Thursday, the family went back and took the Mustang from the preserve, and they say they have not seen him since. Although, bombshell, Brian Laundrie possibly spotted in Alabama. What's this, you say? WAFF has confirmed that police officers were searching for Brian Laundrie in Mobile, Alabama, after reports he was possibly spotted there. We confirmed with the restaurant in Mobile that police officers were asking for security footage after reports that Laundrie was seen in the Tillman's Corner area. The restaurant said officers came by and said they were going to another restaurant that he was reportedly seen eating at. Then somebody else said that there was a sighting at a Walmart. Here's where that information comes from. It's as simple as this. It's just a text message that somebody started to push out that went viral. It's from somebody named Lindsay, and the discussion goes, this cop had to come look at our cameras tonight. Brian Laundrie was apparently in Tillman's Corner on the 17th, walking across Rangeline Road, and some idiot gave him a ride and dropped him off near Walmart. Oh my God, holy crap. We didn't find anything. He said he's going to Firehouse in the morning to look at theirs. Firehouse Subs is what they're talking about. And after that, he knows, if he knows exactly what time we're looking for and where on the cameras, of course, he would end up with the rest of the crackheads, this person said. That is insane. That's the text message that sort of started this whole thing and led to authorities putting up a screen at a dumpster at this Walmart, because what they find? Well, they found a body by the dumpster at this Walmart in Mobile, Alabama. So is this the body of Brian Laundrie? Did we finally find him? No. After all the speculation, there were people live streaming the body. You could see the person's body on some of these Facebook live streams. It was a homeless person who just so happened to die at the same time. So there's some big bombshells. Another little piece of information that might be useful here. Who are his parents? Who are Brian Laundrie's parents? Christopher Laundrie and Liberta Laundrie, 55, live in Northport, Florida, according to public records. The couple have two children, Cassie Laundrie and Brian Laundrie. She's 32, he's 23. Cassie Laundrie, who spoke with ABC's Good Morning America, may have been born in New York, and Brian Laundrie met Petito and Bayport Blue Point High School. The Laundries own something called Juicer Services, a company started in 2017 that sells and services commercial juicing equipment. The Florida Company Registry lists Roberta Laundrie as the registered agent of the company, and a New York registry from 2018 lists Christopher Laundrie as CEO of this juicer company. They fix or repair or sell services for commercial juicing equipment. So there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things happening right now. What do you think is going to happen next? Will they find Brian Laundrie? Will he be alive? Was he responsible for the death of Gabby Petito? And what did they find in that house? Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit me up in the comments below. I know you will. You always do. If you're new around here, if I could just get a moment of your time. If you're at facebook.com/The News Junkie, please hit that follow button. You'll get videos just like this every single day. Over on youtube.com/The News Junkie, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to my supporters on both of those platforms who toss a little cash my way to keep these videos coming, keep everything running over here. I greatly appreciate that. And we're getting some new equipment in the studio coming soon as a result of it. Thank you for all of that. I look forward to your comments, and I'll talk to you again real soon.